Hey guys, I'm David Castor, pro natural bodybuilder and powerlifter and owner of Christian gym supplement store, Faith Weights and Protein Shakes. We're doing our online training, and this segment is shoulders. Alright, so we're at Faith Weights and Protein Shakes locker room, and these are a lot of the athletes that we've been able to help. Helped 3 of them go pro, helped a lot of them get first place. All natural, no steroids, and it's just ordinary people doing extraordinary things, because these people don't have much fitness experience to begin with. But we're doing our fitness verse of the day in here, and it's 1 Peter 1:24. For all men are like grass, and their glory like the flower of the field. For the grass withers and the flower falls, but the word of the Lord stands forever. So what that means is that all the glory, trophies, is fading. It's like grass. It doesn't last. Okay? But the word of the Lord stands forever. So we have to keep these things in perspective. Trophies are great. Getting first place is great. But the most important first place you can get is first place in God. And so we use our talents, God-given talents and abilities to glorify God, because God says, I will not share my glory with another. So if you want to be a part of a glory that lasts, you got to be faithful with your intentions and why you're training, what you're training for. So use your talents and your God-given gifts to glorify God. It says whether you eat, drink, or whatever you do it all to the glory of God. Hey, before I start my workout, I like to start my workout with Faith Weights and Protein Shakes pre-workout 2 amp series. It's got all your energy systems, your first energy system, your creatine phosphate system. It's got creatine monohydrate, which is from 0 to 10 seconds time under tension, short bursts of energy. So whether you're a bodybuilder, powerlifter, or just trying to build some extra strength, it's going to cater to that type of athlete. It's also got your citrulline, which is more for like drop sets, supersets, interval training, high intensity training. It's going to help you with fatigue, so you can keep a good pace and stay consistent in your workouts. And also, it has more vitamins than 5-hour energy drink. It's got all your B complex vitamins, which is going to help you with long-lasting energy throughout your day. So whether you just have a long work day, or for bikers, hikers, runners, it's going to give you longer sustained energy, and it's going to keep you from crashing. And it does have caffeine. It's got a focus factor in it, so you can keep your head in the game. And I don't prescribe anything to my clients that I myself don't take. I personally designed this formula myself, and I know it's going to work out great for you. So you can get this product at faithshake.com. And if you like the shirt I'm wearing today, you could also get it at the website at the bottom of the screen. We got shaker cups. We got everything you need to get your fitness on. So keep fighting the good fight of Faith Weights and Protein Shakes. All right, guys, so on our first workout video for shoulders in our basic training segment, we did 4 different exercises and just some basic movements, so you understand the functionality of the exercises. And in this video series, we're going to add some accessory movements, and just to get your heart rate up and get you a little more conditioned, challenge you a little bit more. And the first thing we're going to start with is our compound moves, if you remember from our other videos. And compound just means multiple joints are working, so multiple muscles are working. There's 3 parts to your shoulder: front, side, and rear delt. We're going to start with the shoulder press, which is going to work all 3 heads of the shoulder. Isaac here is going to demonstrate, and he's going to bring it up to your side, and you're going to come elbows out, and you're going to come up and in, down and out. Yep. You want to bring it down to at least a 90-degree angle, if not further, if you have the flexibility like Isaac here. Knees at a slight bend. Yep. There we go. You're going to perform 8 to 12 of these, and 3 to 4 sets. remember to pause the video, perform all 3 or 4 sets, and then you're gonna move on to the next exercise. But in between this exercise, each set, we're gonna do an accessory movement. And these ones, kind of a funny name here, basically Winnie the Pooh's. You're gonna keep your knees at a slight bend, and you're gonna reach down, and you're gonna come up, and then you're gonna just have an imaginary ball you're throwing up in the air. Up, down, touch the ground. Yep. You're gonna do 10 to 15 of these in between each set of the shoulder presses. Okay? All right, so remember, you're gonna do 3 sets of the shoulder presses and 3 sets of those, going back and forth, alternating. Okay, supersets. And the next exercise we're gonna do is gonna be your front raises. So these ones, he's gonna have his feet under his hips. He's gonna turn it in a little bit, so he's gonna lead with these 2 knuckles. He's gonna come up eye level, back down. He's keeping his core tight. Knees are at a slight bend. He's going to perform 8 to 12 of these. Okay, and then the accessory movement in between this one is going to be push lunges. So he's going to basically lunge forward, and he's going to push his arms right out in front of him, come back, alternate each leg. This one takes a little bit of balance. So just make sure you keep that core tight. Just gonna go for 10 or 15 of these. Okay, and then 3 sets of each of those. Make sure you pause the video. 8 to 12 reps. And he's gonna go for some side raises now. This is gonna target the side delt. The first one we had you do targeted the front delt. So now we're going for the side delt. Eye level, that's how high he's going to bring it up. 8 to 12 of these. Knees are a slight bend, his feet are under his hips. Perfect. All right, and then in between this one, he's going to do some mountain climbers here. And you can do these the hard way, which is on the ground like that. He's just going to bring his knees up to his chest. His arms are pretty much straight, his elbows at a very slight bend. His back's in neutral, it's pretty flat. Or you can do it the easier way, up on a countertop or a bench or whatever you have. Kind of, the higher up you are, the easier it's going to be. So you can change the elevation. And you just go for 10 each leg for 20 seconds total. And feel free to modify these to make them easier or harder. You can do more reps or less reps. So remember, 3 sets of each. So you're going to pause the video. You're going to do a set of the side raises, come back, do a set of those. On the mountain climbers, come back to the side raises, back to the mountain climbers, back again to the side raises, back to the mountain climbers. So, and the last exercise I'm going to have him do is rear raises. So he's going to bend the knees, bend the waist. He's going to keep the dumbbells in front of him. And he's targeting the back part of the shoulders. He's still going parallel to the ceiling and the floor. His waist is bent and his knees are bent slightly. His head's forward. We'll do 8 to 12 of these. I'm going to keep your core tight. Okay, and then in between these, he's going to do some stationary sprints. 10 each leg. So his leg's just coming back, and his arm is coming the opposite way. So it's going back, going forward, just like you're sprinting in place. Takes a little bit of balance. Yeah. He's bringing his knee up high. You could also even come up off the ground if you're really good at this. But remember, 3 of those, 3 of the rear raises, and you're gonna superset those 8 to 12 reps with those rear raises, and try to have like minimal rest period in between your sets. So challenge yourself. And that's shoulders. All right, so now glutes, we're gonna start with a goblet squat. Now you can do this with a kettlebell, holding a kettlebell, or holding a dumbbell. You can even do it just your body weight. So I'm gonna have Isaac here, go ahead and hold on to the ball of this dumbbell here, and his elbows are underneath it. He's widening his stance really wide, his feet are pointing out. He's gonna squat down, and he's just gonna kind of pulse at the bottom. Yep, because we're gonna really try to work those glutes. Yep, and come up and do about 10 pulses. Come up. Yep, good. Come down. 10 pulses. Yep. And come up. Perfect, yep. You can go for 10 of these. All right, so now in between this one, he's gonna do those Winnie the Poohs. So it's just up, down, touch the ground. Yep. He's bending the knees, bending the waist. He's pretending he's throwing something at the top. This is the accessory movement. Okay, so you're gonna do those 3 times. 3 sets of the goblet squats, 3 sets of those Winnie the Poohs. You're gonna go back and forth, 6 sets total. Stop the video and make sure you perform those sets, and then we're gonna go on to the next exercise, which is gonna be, we're gonna do some deadlifts, but the specific kind is RDLs. So this is gonna work more the glutes. And he's gonna have his knees at a slight bend. Most of the movement is in the hips. He's keeping the dumbbells really close to his body. Keeping the weight in the heels. Squeezing at the top. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Or whatever muscle you're trying to work, really focus on, really think about. Okay, and in between these, he's gonna do some push lunges. So he's just gonna lunge right out in front of him. He's gonna push his arms out at the same time, making sure your knee doesn't go over your toe. Perfect. Okay, and then 3 sets of each of those. Okay, so 6 sets total. You're gonna go back and forth. And the last exercise we're gonna do is some glute bridges. So I'm just gonna have him lay down here. And he's gonna keep his palms down, his feet grounded, and he could either do this just with his body weight, or he can hold a dumbbell. He's just gonna place it on his hips, and he's gonna thrust his hips up towards the ceiling, keeping his upper back on the ground. There you go, yep. Keeping his feet grounded. You're gonna squeeze your glutes at the top. You go for 8 to 12 of these. Okay, and then in between this, we're gonna do our sprints, stationary sprints. One arm's coming back, forward, and one leg's coming back. Try to bring your knee up as high as you can. It's gonna work on balance. It's gonna work your core. And then he's gonna do 10 each side. Make sure you do each side. All right, 3 sets of each of those. And that's glutes. Done working out, I like to take 2 Strong Creatine Monohydrate by Faith Weights and Protein Shakes. It's your body's first energy system, your creatine phosphate system. It's from 0 to 10 seconds time under tension, shows short bursts of energy. It's gonna allow you to get a couple more reps in so you get a little stronger, which is going to put on more muscle, which is going to increase your metabolism. So you're going to drop the weight you want to lose, and you're going to gain the weight you want to gain. And I do want to caution you that this product might get you too strong. Creatine monohydrate, Too Strong series by Faith Weights and Protein Shakes. You can get it at faithshakes.com. And if you like the shirt I'm wearing, you can get it at the website at the bottom of the screen. And we got shaker cups. We got everything you need to meet all your fitness needs. Thanks.